if 9 out of 10 people are never ever going to sit courtside, and you're lucky and blessed enough to sit courtside, and you post it or you record it, I don't think I think that's something you should. I think that's something to like document, and like that's some monumental stuff. That's some
That's a
monumental
nice way to
stuff.
put it. Document.
Yes,
No, you're
monumental
flexing,
stuff. Like
but you're
you're a
not.
big dog. You a big
You're
dog.
flexing, but it's not. I guess it depends on where you're coming from with it. Just like if someone were to post a vacation, and they're in Bora Bora, they're not in Florida, they're not, in California, they're in Bora Bora, the Maldives.
Right.
That's a flex, but it depends on where they're coming from. Like if it's like, hey, I'm enjoying my time, I'm finally on vacation, like I'm just having a good time. Okay, cool. But there's some people who post and saying, kind of like what is it? Nicki Minaj. But I'll show you how, go to Prague or something like that. That's flex trying to show like, hey, y'all can't be like me. So
but
it just depends on where the person's coming from. But it
but
it is
it's the
flexing.
truth though. But it's the truth
It
though.
is.
It's the truth. So nine out of 10 people are never ever gonna get an opportunity to go to Bora Bora. So if somebody want to go to Bora Bora and show them drinking a pina colada and like being extra, I personally don't see nothing wrong with that. Like, listen,
Oh, I'm not saying it's something wrong. I'm just saying a flex is a flex.
sure, but I
No
get.
emotions into it.
You know what though? A lot of people, you know what the problem is? A lot of people, when they see other people quote unquote flexing, they take it as negative. They take it as that person being arrogant and cocky and pompous. They don't get inspired by that because they know they don't want to put the work in. They don't want to put the work in to get, to where that other person is. And because they don't want to put the work in, they don't respect the work that other person put in to get there. So they take it how they take it. But I'm someone, I get inspired when I see someone like a Floyd Mayweather, when I see someone that's really successful and they popping their stuff, and I don't get mad.
But
I
let's
get
actually
inspired. I get
normalize.
motivated.
Let's normalize, like, okay, just because someone's posting that doesn't mean I want that. Because that's all that comes from, right? It's just jealousy because you don't have what they have. So it's like, why don't you just be happy for them? Because maybe they don't want to go to Bora Bora. Maybe they're not an island person. They can't swim. I want to go to Paris. But I can still be happy for you. Go have your vacation. But let's just normalize that. Just because someone posts don't mean that that person gotta be happy.
Nah, this the thing though, and I always say this. People be like, well, like for example, for what you just said,
Mm-hmm.
people be like, oh, well, I don't even want to. Basically what I'm trying to say is
Mm-hmm.
people will say things like, well, I'm not even interested in doing such and such, or I don't want to do such and such. But in all reality, even if they did want to do it, even if they were
Mm-hmm.
interested in doing it,
Mm-hmm.
they couldn't do it. So it's one thing to have the opportunity and the choice to do something and not want to do it. And it's another thing to not have the opportunity and not have the choice to do something and then try to say that you don't want to do it. But it's like, okay, even if you did want to do it, you wouldn't be able to do it. So you can't really say like that's not
But
something.
it doesn't. But it doesn't matter if you're able to do
Yes,
it
it
or
does.
not. The
Yes, it does.
principle is normalizing that it's okay to be happy for other people. And maybe you really don't like the water. You're more of a mountain person, but you can still rejoice with that person because they're out having a good time. But there are some people that, like you were kind of saying, where you can't do it, and they're only saying, "Oh, I don't like that," because they can't afford it. But
That's
what?
most people. That's most people.
Yeah, you think that's true? That's
Yes,
most
that is
people.
true.
Mm-hmm.
People be hating, yo. People be hating. I
Okay, yes,
I done
I
been
get it.
listen.
But that's
I
what I'm
done,
saying. Let's actually normalize that. It don't got to be hating to be like, I don't want to go to the Maldives. I don't want to go to Bora Bora. I want to go to the
okay,
Grand
look,
Canyon.
look. When you see Noble in Dominican Republic, when you see Noble in Paris, when you see him in London, when you see
Mm-hmm.
him in Amsterdam, when you see
Mm-hmm.
him spending 16 days in Spain, when you see him in Spain and Barcelona,
Mm-hmm.
you if you and I'm not talking about you specifically, but if
I
you
know.
as a person says, "Oh, yo, that looks like that's dope. Like you look like you having so much fun.
Right.
And then you say, but I'm not really interested in doing that. But what that doesn't happen most of the time. The acknowledgement of that other person winning and having a good time,
Mm-hmm.
that 9 times out of 10, that doesn't happen. What happens 9 times out of 10
Mm-hmm.
is all that person says is, well, okay, they're over there, but that's not something that I'm interested in doing. Like it's definitely it's hate, it's envy, it's jealousy. Like, okay, you might not want to do that, but you see this person having a good time, acknowledge that they're having a good time.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You don't gotta say, I'm not interested in that. It's in your mind. You know what I mean? Because I think all of it comes from what's in your head. Like, where are you in that moment? Like when you see that person doing whatever, how are you feeling within yourself? Like you said, do you feel inspired? Or are you gonna be the person to be like, oh, you know, they went there, I would never, but in the back of the head, they wish they was there. Or that's what I'm saying, let's normalize the neutral zone, where it's like, hey, that's cool that they're having a good time, but let's move on. Like, I'm not that pressed. I don't want to,
June,
I don't want to do that.
someone in my chat just said, quote unquote, I wouldn't waste money on a trip. And then they put in all capital letters, you don't have money to waste. That's my point. That's what people do. And that's it does be hate. Like it does be envy, and it does be jealousy. Like if I saw you in Dubai, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like, oh damn, June, like you look like you're having a good time. Like enjoy yourself while you out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say like, oh, somebody's not
Right.
gonna tell me, hey, yo, no, but you seen June out in Dubai, and I'm gonna be like, well, I don't even. That's good for her. I don't really want to go to Dubai. I don't have any interest in going to Dubai. Like nobody even asked you if you had any interest in going to Dubai. All somebody told you was that, hey,
Mm-hmm.
have you seen June in Dubai? Nobody asked you what you did or did not want to do. Nobody asked you what your interest level was or what it was not. So when in situations like that, when people are offering up stuff that's not being like even they're not even being asked about, it's coming from a place of envy. It's hate at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, I so
I
many
hear
people.
I hear what you're saying about it, but what I'm saying is let's normalize like the person not feeling, I guess, any type of way about it because they don't even see themselves being there because they genuinely don't want to do that. But they can still be happy, but in an unbiased way. But they don't have to say it. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's where you are in your head.
Don't say it if nobody didn't ask you about it
But
though.
I'm not saying say it. I'm just saying that's what you're thinking in your head. So that's why I said, why don't we just normalize,
Okay,
just someone just being happy, but you don't want you don't want to do that. That's what I'm saying.
listen, like today, right? Noble sat courtside at the game.
Yes.
Don't if nobody asked you if you have any interest in sitting courtside, don't
Mm-hmm.
offer up don't say something like, I really never had
Mm-hmm.
any I don't have any interest in sitting courtside at a game. I wouldn't want to spend that amount of money on tickets when I could just watch it on TV. Nobody asked you that. So if nobody asks you that, don't offer up your opinion. Don't say, well, I wouldn't or I would do this. When you do that and nobody asked you about it, it's
Mm-hmm.
coming from a place of hate. And that's what a lot of people do.
Yes.
So just
Okay. I
don't say anything at all. Don't say anything at all. Just ignore
right. I agree with that.
just ignore it.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I do. But I just want to make sure you understand where I'm coming from. I'm not saying say it out loud. I'm just saying within. Just like someone could easily, like you were saying, like fake compliments, right? Even though the person out their mouth is saying, "Oh my God, you're so pretty," like you can tell, like she's being fake,
Right.
right? That's all.
All
That's
right. Well, June, thank you for taking this time with me, love. I will hit you up later today. All right. There's some people that want to come up here and speak. All right. So I'm gonna talk to you later.
all. Peace. Bye, y'all.
All right. Bye.